Welcome back to The Breakfast Show with me, Will Kwam. Now, every smoker at some point in his life has tried to quit. Unfortunately, many don't succeed. But it isn't all that impossible to quit if one really wants to, and the Health Ministry has a program to offer the public to help them break the habit. And there's even another way known as hypnotherapy. Most smokers are well aware of the dangers of smoking. Some even feel a sense of guilt when people around them breathe in their secondhand smoke. But the habit is really hard to break. For some, it even seems impossible. Simone Tai, a manager, was one of those who found it difficult to let go of her 2-decade-long smoking habit.
Right after school, I started smoking, and to the point where I actually stopped smoking. It was I was smoking about 22 packets or more a day. So I decided that it was like time to quit, because I actually at one point I didn't even like the smell of cigarettes, but I was still smoking.
Most smokers will admit that the first puff is anything but pleasurable, but beyond the first cigarette, the addictive factor kicks in. Simone tried various ways to quit smoking.
There was one time I actually quit cigarettes for about 1.5 years. That was due to a health problem. I had gastric. But after that, because everyone else was smoking, I got back to it again. I did also try a nicotine patch at one time, but it lasted for only 3 months.
For many smokers, even poor health may not be a strong enough reason to quit. Simone believes that most smokers think they cannot stop, even if they want to. It took Simone more than 20 years before she could finally say, "Tak nak." Introduced to hypnotherapy by a friend, she decided to give it a try.
Before I went in, I was skeptical because I had quit and then I came back again so many times. But then I was thinking, okay, perhaps this is the time that I will quit. So I went in with actually an open mind. I told myself I have to give it a try.
Like many, quitting was not enough for Simone. According to Julian, smokers who quit usually still have the habit and can't recognize the trigger points that get them back to smoking. The mind is a powerful thing and operates at different states. One of them is the full conscious awareness state in which we spend most of our waking hours. The will is located in this state, and if for some reason you will yourself not to allow the suggestions to be accepted, they won't be. Unlike quitting cold turkey, hypnotherapy deals with the subconscious and tackles the reasons why smokers picked up the habit. Quitting smoking was such a personal achievement for Simone.
Is that I can beat this habit of what, more than 20 years. I can do anything.
Her ability to quit after being recognized as a hardcore smoker has made Simone an example for many others who are trying to give up the habit. Okay, now we're back and we're still with Julian, the subconscious specialist. Now we're going to talk about smokers and how to basically beat the smoking habit. But first of all, I just wanted to ask you one question I've been wondering during the break. Does it have to be done, does hypnotherapy have to be done face to face? Or can it be done like over the radio, over the television, over the phone?
Yeah, hypnosis can be even, like I said, over the phone.
Really?
Because you only have to listen to my voice carefully,
right,
and just follow my instruction. Because any ideas and suggestions through auditory means, yes,
yeah,
will be picked up, and the subconscious will action it in the premises of the mind.
Wow.
That's why sometimes when you see some programs where the person pretends he's eating a lime,
yeah,
and the other person in front also have this saliva kind of dryness.
That's true.
And
Yeah,
the twitch face and all that. So those kind of suggestions, the mind just picks it up. And hypnosis is very gentle in that manner, and you can do it I tell people everything is hypnosis. Ask the advertisers, you know.
True. Yeah, that is, they are. Yeah. Ask the media people. So, in terms of smoking, now is smoking an addiction, or is it just another bad habit? You know, when hypnotherapy deals with it, does it deal with it as an addiction, or does it deal with it as just another sort of mindset?
I've evolved in this area of smoking because, like you heard just now, Simone Tai, she came to my first seminar. It was the first seminar. I always wondered why was there no group stop smoking section in Malaysia, and so right, we did that. We had Magna supporting me on this,
okay,
and it was there that I first asked. It was like an R&D thing to see how people want to quit.
Yeah.
And smoking, to answer your question on habit or addiction, it is both.
Right.
I'll explain to you why.
Okay.
Okay. See, there's so many components in the smokers physiology and psychology towards the habit. Yeah, one is that's the conscious mind. The conscious mind is saying, yes, I want to stop smoking, I want to do this, and even in the beginning I want to start smoking.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's the subconscious mind who has been bicycling.
Okay.
Yes, and is now running auto.
Right.
And there's also the nicotine addiction that's turning with the chemical addiction on board. Now, that's why I use the word it's a habitual addiction, because
Right.
any substance induced that goes into your body and changes your mood is addiction.
True.
Yes.
Right.
And now just to answer on your to just take it further,
Yeah.
why I say it, many smokers find it so difficult to
Yeah.
stop smoking. Look, you hear a lot of government efforts being done and nothing works. Now we have to really ask. I got this formula first to check out smokers whether they want to quit smoking
Okay.
or not. It's very simple. First of all, you got to have a dissatisfaction for it,
Okay.
because if you ask any smoker, I still enjoy it. So they are not the target, really.
Right,
You
okay.
can't target every smoker.
True.
Let's be frank about
Yeah,
that.
that's right. A lot of smokers,
Yeah,
I mean, they just say they don't want to quit. So
And that's positive intent towards it.
Yeah.
So the second thing is, once you have dissatisfaction and you have a vision to go to a non-smoker,
right.
then that's more of the why you want to quit.
Right.
And then you just do the first step. I always believe first step. Whether whatever techniques available in the world, whether it's my program, the government's program, or any program, yeah, it's the first step. That's the how.
Right.
And if all this are the purpose, and the purpose is stronger than the outcome,
Right.
that is to beat any resistance, results is there.
So you really need to want it yourself. I mean, hypnotherapy is not just going to say, you know, oh, you're a smoker, quit. You have to actually want to get there. Hypnotherapy just helps you on the road to getting there, right?
You must understand how the habit was formed.
Right.
You see, like a bicycle, I always use the bicycle, yeah? You consciously wanted to ride the bicycle. You fell, you scraped your leg, it's
Right.
bleeding, but the mind said, go, turn.
Right.
Same thing, your friend said, come on, smoke, go out here. Even though the first puff was really not good,
Yeah.
yes? You bicycle it in. And then after that, yeah, you don't need to think about it consciously, because the conscious mind has gone out of the
Yeah,
process,
after
and
that,
then you're doing
it's like
that.
riding a bike.
Just like car, you play with the clutch and learn. Now you
Yeah.
don't even have to consciously think about it. Yes,
Right.
so it's turning here. So at this point here, the conscious mind is no more part of it. That's why I ask smokers, why do you smoke? There's a few seconds delay simply because they don't know. They say things like, I enjoy it, but actually the conscious mind don't know it, because no more part of the
So
process.
the conscious mind is just lying to give an answer.
The subconscious mind is turning and nudging the habits. Even the conscious mind is saying, no, stop, cancer, health, and everything is being affected.
Right.
Yes. Now, this is where most programs never address this area.
Right.
See, because what's happening, imagine this, the conversation, the conscious mind and subconscious mind. Stop, cancer and heart disease will kill me, yeah? But the subconscious mind is saying, look, you train the habit in the beginning, it must have been good.
And let's keep going.
Yeah, and also remember, like bicycle, the mind is supposed to keep you balanced. It's keeping you balanced for survival. Don't go crash, don't do anything.
Yeah.
So the same way, this training is saying smoke for survival. That's why it's so tough.
So how did you manage to stop Simone? I mean, because you're saying that she was smoking like, what, 2 packs in 3 hours?
Yes, we thought 2 packs in 3 hours. And see, it's a positioning game. There's no running away from cold turkey with the nicotine pack. Yeah, I always tell people, you make a decision, yes or no,
Okay.
or it's your procrastination you're living in.
Right.
Yeah, someday.
True.
Yeah, and there's also another area that I tell people. There's only two reasons why people do anything: to avoid pain or to gain pleasure.
True.
Your survival, your commitment for health, and also 2 reasons why everything in life fail. Don't follow instructions, don't understand. And when you don't understand, you don't follow instruction. Very simple. That's why they don't do this, they don't do that. So what we do is we educate people like Simone and all the other people that have seen to me to how to position yourself. It's a positioning game. Any game, there has to be a technique. There are the set rules, and you just go through the process, playful, and it has to be fun, because you smoke for fun. You should also go out of smoking for fun.
Yes, true.
Yeah, if you come pushing, I'm sacrificing, it's my commitment, my New Year resolution, don't kid yourself.
So how long did it take for you to work with Simone to get her to stop?
Well, we did the seminar where we had education, we were smoking education.
Yep.
We had music and entertainment to inspire.
Okay.
And very sophisticated subliminal techniques.
Yeah.
To get out the smoking habit.
Right.
We fix the brakes on the subconscious auto.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we told them how to do follow-ups and everything. It's totally different because this is a non-drug method.
True.
Yes.
And just the one session, and she managed to.
Yeah, 3 hours, and
3 hours, and she managed to kick it.
Yes, and there were many because you know why? This program was given newspaper. The Star paper covered my story.
Right.
And published it in a paper.
Gosh.
Yeah, Simon is actually a candidate that was shown in a newspaper last year.
Fantastic.
And it's now 1.5 years, 2 years already.
And she hasn't started again or anything? Wow. And you actually, before we go, we've just got a few seconds left, but you've got something hidden under the table actually. You've got a special name for yourself, isn't it? You're the Cigarette Slayer, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do show us what you mean by the Cigarette Slayer.
Well,
gosh.
It's not that I'm this cigarette is not that I'm going to slay anybody. That's not what it's meant. See, I realize why smokers are not coming, because it's no fun.
True, right.
Yes. So I got a program that's really fun, bringing out a kid in everybody. Yes. And what it's doing is saying, look, Cigarette Slayer. Yes, and I'm going to have a program that's dramatized hypnosis, a big concert kind of thing, and where I'll probably get some actors on board.
Right,
I got some good insurance companies, some food outlets that help me too, because it makes the costume kind of production with light, sound effects, whatever. And we get people who come there out of fun to enjoy the show, but will stop smoking.
True. So it's entertainment and also good for them as well. It takes out the pressure from them to quit smoking. It's totally different and also nice, because why I mentioned the word food outlets, because you can make nice pictures of toys of food, Cigarette Slayer, and kids can take this and tell Daddy, don't smoke. True. Wow, that's fantastic. All right, well that's actually all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for coming on. If people are interested in trying to use hypnotherapy to quit their bad habits, for example, like smoking, how do they get in touch with you, or where do they go? They
can come to my website, www.beatfear.com, or they can contact the Malaysian Complementary Therapy Society. Society for Complementary Therapy, because get a registered practitioner. Right, don't just go to some quack off the street, right? Or call Magna. They will put you in touch as well. Yes. Okay, fantastic. So remember, that's www.beatfear.com. So thank you so much for coming on the show this morning. It's been a pleasure. Thanks, Phil. I like that weapon. It's very impressive. Okay, now don't go away, because we're going away for a short break now, but we still have a whole lot more to come from The Breakfast Show, so we'll be right back.